So we're here with Mike Hazelriggs, who just finished the Hokahay Motorcycle Challenge, and you chose to ride for the Rose and raise money for us. So talk a little bit about, we know you chose the Rose. You have a tie to the Rose. You used to ride in our event, the Bikers Against Breast Cancer. But what was it like deciding, okay, we're going to fundraise for the Rose, I'm going to do this, and then making that call, and what we went through to get that set up for you?
I can't speak to what y'all went through, but to me, it was easy, super easy. I called, I was set up with you. I kind of gave you an idea of what I was doing. Everybody thought I was crazy, which is probably true. But what I didn't want to deal with was the money side of things. And y'all provided a website, you provided cards, you provided, everything that I wanted to get going was provided for me. It was super easy.
Wonderful. Well, it's easy for us too, because we were super excited, even though we probably thought you were crazy to try to do this. I say challenge is an understatement when they call that a challenge. And not everyone has to do a challenge like you've done.
Exactly.
The big thing, a 14-day investment, countless hours outside of that. But we want to encourage, and what could you say to folks? We have folks that raise $200 for us up to kind of the level that you did and everything in between. And why is it important to raise money for the Rose in any kind of fundraising effort?
Go stand in the waiting room. Tell those women you won't help. It's easy. It's a little bit of time. 2 years of investment is nothing compared to a life and a family. That's it.
That's easy. And of course, we say that every day because we're here every day. And I want people to know that obviously you had a 2-year investment, countless hours, your family investment as well in what we were doing. But most people don't have to make that investment to do what you were doing and make a difference.
It's true.
Every little bit helps. We have school kids that raise money. You've talked about that, how kids came and handed you money in a cup. And all of that counts and all of that adds up. And we don't have to have the 2-year commitment. We love it. We were excited. Trust me, big fan here of the whole challenge. And watching you do what you did, was able to track you across the states was amazing. But I also love tracking our students here and our kids who raise funds. And every little bit helps. And so we just want to encourage everyone who wants to do something to do something.
I can't tell you how easy it is working with the Rose. The fact that you're, platinum that we've talked about in the past, the money's used properly.
Right.
And I think that's part of the word that needs to get out, that because there's so many charities and questionable charities these days, that really needs to be emphasized. But it couldn't have been easier. How simple is this to make a difference? So talk to Shannon.
And we love doing it too. And to that point, knowing that the money is, we're very cautious about how we spend our money here at the Rose. And we have that fact too. Anytime we spend money, we think, is it worth the mammogram we can't give someone? So we don't take that lightly when we are looking at our fundraisers and what we can do to help support people. But it's easy for us to do too. Just, that's something that's easy on us to do. We have the means to make that happen, to make the fundraising as easy as possible, and to take, to your point, you didn't want to handle the money. We have a lot of folks who are that way, who they don't want to handle the money, and we can make that easier in that step and make sure that their donors know that when they make that investment in you and your efforts, they're making an investment in us, that we're going to take care of those funds and that those funds are coming directly to us.
Well, even the paperwork on the back end. So you make the donation, the website sends you the receipt, you get a lovely note from Dorothy, then you get a terribly hand-scrawled note from me in my case, or whoever else is doing their thing. It's appreciated, it's going for a worthwhile cause, and ask. They'll tell you where it's going.
Yeah.
So.
And at your point, because you planned for 2 years, and the bike ride was in August is actually when the ride and the challenge happened. And we have a lot of folks who raise money for us in October, and we talk about that a lot. But also, cancer doesn't care.
Doesn't care at all.
What month you're doing it in. So we talked to you almost a year ago, a little bit before, more than a year, when you first came to us with this plan, knowing we had a year to talk about your fundraising. But the ride would be over way before October. We didn't do anything in October around your ride, really, and your challenge and your fundraising efforts. So it doesn't have to be October. It's great when it is, but cancer doesn't care. And we do a lot of fundraisers throughout the year, so people don't have to plan only for October, but any time of year.
Agreed. It's 12 years a month. It's
Yeah.
constant,
Yeah, it's every day.
which leads to other questions
Yeah, another time.
another time.
So you did not just a motorcycle challenge. I say challenge as an understatement on what you did, but we also have folks, just so you know, who jump out of planes for the
Right,
rose,
right.
who do things like that, who wear blue jean days at school, tennis tournaments, golf tournaments, all those things in between, sell items. They create something for the month and they sell items and give us proceeds. So there's all kinds of ways you can raise money. It's not just a hardcore challenge or something like a golf tournament, everything in between. And in order to get help, you can reach us at events@therose.org. That's how Mike got to us. And you'll get to myself and LaTanya, and we'll help plan your efforts and make it as easy as possible. That's our goal, is we want to make it successful and as easy as possible as we can. We can't ride the ride for you.
I wouldn't let you.
No, I have no
Wouldn't
interest.
miss that for the world.
No, I'm good. I'm a big fan. I'm never doing it. as I think I told Kathy, huge fan, but I'm never going to do this. But we can help you at events at therose.org, and you'll get right to us, and we'll help you figure out how's best to help the Rose and to help those women that you'll never meet, but they're there because you were there.